two, you can say, rules of thumb that Allah gave in the Quran. And if you pay attention to that, then you can see every action that you do, whether it is actually for Allah or not. And this principle he gives when he speaks about Ahlul Bayt, and in Surah Dahr and Surah Insan, where for example, Allah, he's describing how Ahlul Bayt gave the food to the poor and the orphan, the wayfarer, give the food there. And then after that they said that La jaza'u minkum, La nuridu minkum jaza'an wala shukura. He says that we gave this, we did this, and we don't want any reward for it, nor do we want any thanks for it. So if you see these two things in your action, that when you do something good, give money, help people, whatever, if you're not looking for any reward from anyone else but Allah, and if you're not looking for any appreciation or acknowledgement from anyone. So if you do something and you are looking for an acknowledgement, hey, you didn't even acknowledge that I did good, so it means that you didn't do it for Allah. Right? If you're looking for someone to say thank you, and let's say he didn't say thank you and went away, say, you know what, next time I want to give to him. He's not appreciative. It means you haven't done it for Allah. Yeah, it's another thing if they do say thank you, that's on their akhlaq, that they should. But we're not expecting it. Someone who does it for Allah, he's not expecting it. So two things Allah said, look in your action. Are you expecting any thanks or expecting any appreciation? In order to see if this is for Allah or not. And why should we work for Allah? I mean, why should we do things for Allah? I'll just say a few things if you send a lot of salawats.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farja.
I mean, why should you do things only for Allah, not for others? I mean, why can't I do things for others? Yeah, I'll just give you some reasons, and inshallah that will help us to think that, man, is it really worth working for others? Right? The number one reason is that Allah, He pays you for your effort, not for your achievement. He pays you for trying. Right? For example, if I ask you to do a job, right? Or if a teacher asks a student to do a classwork, he tries and tries but doesn't do it. So obviously the teacher is saying, listen, you didn't do it. Right? So I'm not going to give you marks for trying. If I ask you to do a job, if you haven't done it, even though you tried, so no employer is going to give you a pay for trying. Allah is saying that, listen, if you work for me, I pay you for trying. لَيْسَ لِلْإِنسَانِ إِلَّا مَا سَعَى. What he tries for is what we pay for. Meaning you put the effort in, even if you don't achieve it, it's good. It's still good. For example, you make some food, because you hear someone is sick, and you make some food and say, you know what, I'm going to make some soup for him, take him to the hospital. Right? You go to the hospital, you take the soup over there, and you see the guy left. And he's okay now, he went back home. So you made the soup. Your intention was to give it to him, even though it didn't reach him. Allah is saying, you tried, and that's what what my reward is for, trying. The first reason that you work for Allah, He pays for trying. Number one. Number two, when you want to do something for others, you see that usually it's accepted if it's something big, not something small. Allah also accepts small things. I mean, you don't have to do a big thing. Even a small thing He accepts. For example, you're doing a fundraiser and you're getting checks, $500, $1,000, $10,000, and someone comes to you and gives you a dime. He says, here, listen, it's all I got in my pocket, a dime. Now what do you say? All right, put it in the box over there. Right? I mean, you don't even want to take it. You know, what do you want to put a dime? Let's put it in the box somewhere. Right? You see, when you give something small to others, if they're accepted, but Allah is saying, وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. Even if you do an atom's weight of good, it will be accepted. Even a little bit of good, Allah accepts it. That's why you should work for Allah. Third reason why you should work for Allah is that Allah accepts defective goods.
Ya Allah.
He accepts defective things. You know, how many of us can say that our prayers are perfect? Yes, Allah did it right this time, so you better pay me for it. How many of us can say that, right? You can't say our prayers are perfect. All our prayers are defective. Right? Our ibadat, our things we do, we try. It's defective, comes out, it doesn't come out the right way. The cake's not baked yet. You know, it never comes out the right way when we make it. You know, I will bet that's the bakery, you know, you get the good stuff, you know. But, you know, it comes out of our bakery, it's always like messed up. So now when it's messed up, Allah is saying, don't worry, I accept defective goods also. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have, even if it's defective, I will accept it from you. You tried for it, you made it. You did what you can, I will accept it from you. Third reason you should work for Allah. Fourth reason. Right? And these four reasons, just memorize, you know it so that you know why you're working for Allah, not for others. If you do something for someone, right, He'll pay you what you agreed on. The fourth reason you should work for Allah is He always overpays you. Fourth reason you work for Allah, He always overpays you. إن الله اشترى من المؤمنين أنفسهم وأموالهم بأن لهم الجنة. Right? That He has bought from you your ibadat in exchange of what? Jannah. Now tell me, is Jannah the price of your ibadat? It's not. You don't deserve it. He's like saying, don't worry, I overpay. That's my habit. I give more than what you deserve. Right? This is the reason why you should work for Allah. Do things for Allah. Why? Because, again, let's go through this, right? One, He pays for effort. Right? Two, He even accepts the small things that you do. Three, He accepts defective goods. Four, He overpays. Right? And hence, this shows that, you know what, you will not find an employer like that. No matter where you try. That's why you should be working for Allah. Salawat ala Muhammad.
Allahumma salli.